Hi!
Konnichiwa, kawaii felters! Today I have something a little bit different. It's this cute little cat mask that I was inspired to make by the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's. For this project you'll need an eye mask. I got mine from Daiso, and it's really cushy and thick. You'll need 12 grams of blue felting wool, 1 gram of black felting wool, 1 gram of pink felting wool, a felting pen, a felting needle, a felting mat or 2, some black embroidery floss, a sewing needle, some scissors, and some silky fabric, and finally a glue gun. So this felting tool has 5 needles. I've never used it before in a video, but I've had it for some time. When the tool's unlocked, it opens like this, and when it's locked, you can't open the tool for safety reasons. So this little dot on the tool tells you whether it's locked or unlocked. Now this tool is about 4 inches long and the needles poke out about 1 inch, so you might want to double up on your felting mats when you're using it to protect your work surface. So let's get started on making this cat sleeping mask. First, set aside half of your blue wool. Then spread out the remaining blue wool on your mat, and you want it to spread out evenly, and it should cover a space that's slightly larger than your sleeping mask. Then take your felting pen and start to poke evenly all over your wool. You can buy this pen and some other supplies through Amazon, and I've linked to the supplies on my website kawaiifelting.com. If you click through my website when you buy the tools, I'll earn a small commission which will help me make more videos like this. So this is what my wool looks like after about 5 minutes of poking. The wool is starting to mat together and form a sheet. So flip your wool over and start poking on the other side. Identify any sparse areas in your wool where it seems a little thin, and break off some blue wool from the excess wool that you set aside and use it to fill in the sparse areas. You can use your felting pen to attach the loose wool to the main piece to help build it up. So after about 10 minutes of felting, this is what my wool looks like. You want to look at your wool and decide which side is smoother, and that side will become the front of the mask. Now you're going to take your single needle and start to shape the wool into the shape of the mask. Place your mask on top of the wool to get a sense of how you need to shape it. Then remove the mask and start molding the wool with your needle. Use your spare wool to build up any thin areas. You want your wool to be slightly bigger than the shape of your mask. After you've shaped the wool, poke all over your mask with your pen to smooth out the wool. To smooth out any wrinkle areas, lay a piece of loose wool on top of the wrinkle and then poke all over the loose wool with your pen until the wrinkle disappears. Keep checking the shape of your wool against the mask. You may have to make further adjustments to the shape of your wool. By the end, the wool should be slightly larger but the same shape as your mask. It took me about 45 minutes to make this base. Now we're going to take some of the excess wool and make 2 ears for our cat. You'll need about 2 pieces that are 1 gram each. Take the wool from one of the ears and rip it up into little pieces. Then place the wool on your mat and start felting it into a triangle shape. Leave one end of the triangle fluffy so that you can more easily attach it to the cat's head. Check the size of the ear against your mask, and then make the other ear. Then lay your ears underneath the mask and take your single needle to gently felt the ears into place. Then flip your mask over. Then use your felting pen to firmly secure the ears from the back of the mask. Now take 2 pieces of black wool for the eyes. Twist your wool up and lay it in place, and then gently tack the piece into place using your single needle. Do the same for the other eye, and then once they're in place, you can go back with your single needle and shape the eyes. Use your pen to smooth out any stray fibers once you're done. Now we're going to give the cat a nose using some pink wool. Felt the pink wool directly onto the mask into the shape of a heart. Start at the bottom center of the heart and work your way up. Now we're going to give the cat some eyelashes using some embroidery floss. Thread your needle and tie a knot at the end of the thread. Then insert your needle from the back of the mask and sew on 3 eyelashes at the outer corners of the eyes. Once you're done, tie a couple of knots at the back and snip off the excess thread. Now we're going to give the cat some rosy cheeks using a few wisps of pink wool. Rip up the wool and lay it below the cat's eyes, and then gently attach it using your single needle. Now we're all done with the felting portion. We're going to assemble your mask. Take your silky fabric and cut out a piece that's at least 2 inches larger than your mask on all sides. Place your silky fabric on the inside of your mask with the silky side up. Fold in the outer edges, like this, and then turn your mask over and pull the silky fabric around the elastic so it comes in front of the mask. Glue the fabric into place on the sides first, and then glue the rest of the fabric into place so that it wraps securely around the mask. You can make tucks in the fabric like this so that the fabric fits more snugly around the mask. Now this side doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cover it up with the cat's face. Once you've secured the silky fabric, glue the cat into place, and don't forget to secure the corners and edges of the mask like this. And you're all done, ready to get a good night's sleep. Don't forget to check out my website, kawaiifelting.com, and like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Bye!